My name is Mike Adams. Welcome to a brand new episode of The Very Best Podcast on 9x12 NFL Day, the sports show where we bring you 9 NFL stories in 12 minutes.
There's quite a few things in this game we can point out, but I just think this thing is too important. It's too important. Can you win the game in the first quarter? No! Can you win the game in the second quarter? No! Can you win the game in the third quarter? No! Can you win the fourth quarter? You'll always remember this Monday night. You will always have this Monday night. You made a great freaking memory. We hung all night long. We did it, fellas. We stayed with it. You stayed. As the game got on, we did better. We got cleaner. We got sharper. To be able to do that at the end of the game, 92 yards to get it, and then also to take the football right back off them. That's big time freaking NFL football. It's a great job. What that means going forward, it don't matter right now. Let's just enjoy the out of this win right now and have a blast with it. I'm so freaking jacked. I'm so freaking jacked. God dang.
I mean, I'll remember that play call for the rest of my life, but we're breaking the huddle. I knew Jax had the one-on-one. Good reminder from Shane in the headset. I said, hey, Jax, if you're one-on-one, I'm throwing you this pill.
Seahawks quarterback Drew Lock was emotional after throwing the game-winning touchdown in the Seahawks Monday night victory over the Eagles.
What did it feel like to orchestrate this game-winning drive tonight?
Amazing won't do it justice. Amazing won't do it justice, but amazing also doesn't do justice what the O-line, what DK did on that catch, what the receivers did, what Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet did all game long, the tight ends, man. It takes a special group to rally around a guy that, you know, is coming into his second game of the year, right? Used to the same thing all year long, same cadence, same spin of the ball, everything. A team like that, not just the offense, the defense to rally around me tonight, man, that was amazing. I'm just blessed. Blessed with a great group of guys, a great city, great coaching staff. It's awesome.
Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll informed reporters on Tuesday that if Geno Smith is healthy, he'll take back starter responsibilities in Week 16. With Drew's solid performance over the Eagles, however, you have to wonder who the better quarterback is between Drew Lock and Geno Smith. Who should the Seahawks start in Week 16? Drop your thoughts in the comments section on our YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram pages at Very Best Podcast. Sean Payton blew up on Russell Wilson. Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton was seen screaming in Russell Wilson's face during the Broncos' tough 42-17 loss to the Lions on Saturday. The public ass-chewing took place after the Broncos had back-to-back plays that appeared to be touchdowns, but were ruled short of the goal line, and then an offensive offsides penalty, backing the Broncos up to the 6-yard line. Payton elected not to challenge either of the would-be touchdowns. Payton was then seen screaming at Russell Wilson, seemingly frustrated at the sequence of events, though we can only speculate as to what exactly it was that Payton was yelling at Wilson for. Neither Sean Payton nor Russell Wilson have given any details over the argument. Patrick Mahomes is done with Kadarius Toney. Patrick Mahomes was seen screaming in frustration on Sunday following an interception that bounced straight off of Toney's hands. This play was extremely similar to another interception off of Toney's hands from Week 1 against the Lions. The Chiefs are currently ranked 3rd in passing yards despite the lack of production from their receiving corps this season. Patrick Mahomes' frustrations with the receiving corps appear similar to the frustrations Tom Brady once had with his receivers before the Patriots traded for Randy Moss in the 2007 offseason. Do the Chiefs make a move to acquire more receiving options? Let us know what you think in the comment section on our social media pages at Very Best Podcast. Packers security are bullies. Green Bay Packers security were seen trying to wrestle a ball away from a Buccaneers fan on Sunday after Mike Evans flipped the ball to him. The fan appeared to fall through a yellow gate when Mike Evans threw him the ball. Evans was even seen sticking around for a moment to make sure the fan was okay. That was before the Packers security guard attempted to wrestle the ball away from the fan. This is honestly one of the lamest things I've ever seen a security guard do at a football game. Maybe the security guard was upset that the Buccaneers fan got through the gate, but as you can clearly see in the video, it was an accident and the fan fell. That really doesn't call for the security guard to attempt to take the football away from the fan, especially when the ball was given to him by Mike Evans himself. CBS Sports refuses to show injuries. CBS Sports refused to show the replay of an injury to Titans quarterback Will Levis on Sunday. This is just the latest in a long line of sports media refusing to show replays related to injuries. This trend began last year when Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffered heart problems in the middle of a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Honestly, the refusal to show replays of injuries is just annoying to NFL fans. It's not necessarily that fans want to see barbaric injuries, but there's no point in refusing to show the replay. It's not like showing the replay will cause the injury to get any worse. Injuries are a part of the game, and NFL fans like seeing what happened so they can have a better understanding of why their favorite players are no longer on the field. But what are your thoughts? Do you think the NFL media should go back to showing replays of injuries? Drop your thoughts in the comments section on our social media pages. Dak Prescott sucks on the road. The Dallas Cowboys were blown out 31-10 in Buffalo on Sunday, giving the Cowboys a road record of 3-4 this season. For a team in contention for the number 1 overall seed in the NFC playoff picture, the Cowboys are going to need to figure out how to win away from Dallas, as 2 of their last 3 games are in Miami and the District of Columbia. If Dallas can't figure it out and find a way to win those games, there is a good chance that they will not be the number 1 seed in the NFC, meaning they will have to play road playoff games. Big Dom has been suspended for the rest of the season. The NFL has announced that Philadelphia Eagles security guard Dom DeSandro, lovingly nicknamed Big Dom, will not be on the sideline for any of the remaining NFL games this season. This in response to Big Dom getting into a scuffle with 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw 3 weeks ago. Big Dom was seen accompanying Jalen Hurts to the field on Monday Night Football in Seattle this week, but stopped before the end of the tunnel. Cam Newton rips Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott MVP conversations.
Lamar Jackson, obviously Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, but Brock, they're not winning because of him.
He's not turning the ball over.
He's managing the game. And if we were to put that in its own right as game managers, Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and really, Dak Prescott. These are game managers. They're not difference makers.
And when you say game manager, I'm not asking you to go out and win the game. I'm just asking you not to lose.
Not to lose the game. Listen, motherfucker, I don't give a damn what you do. You don't have to score every time. You just don't have to throw a pick every time either. If we're gonna really call a spade, a game manager is different than a game changer.
Cam Newton once again tries to justify why he should still be playing in the NFL as he describes Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and Dak Prescott as game managers as opposed to difference makers. Obviously, Cam can say whatever he wants, but his criticism comes off as petty from the man who on multiple occasions has said that there aren't 32 quarterbacks in the league that are better than him. In Cam's defense, I think he's right. There aren't 32 quarterbacks in the league that are better than him. It's more like 64. Brock Purdy says Christian McCaffrey should be the league MVP. 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy called for Christian McCaffrey to be considered for league MVP. Christian McCaffrey is currently leading the NFL in rushing yards with 1,292, while the next closest is Buffalo Bills halfback James Cook with 968. Many journalists across the NFL think the frontrunner for MVP is Brock Purdy. Purdy currently leads the league in passing touchdowns, 29 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, and also leads the league in QBR. Purdy also has the second most passing yards. Personally, I think Brock Purdy should be the frontrunner for MVP right now. Last week, I said Dak Prescott was the frontrunner, but that was before a dreadful 31-10 loss to the Bills in a game where Prescott threw for under 150 yards and an interception. That concludes this Wednesday episode of The Very Best Podcast, the podcast where we are the very best at absolutely nothing and everything. please join us next Wednesday as we will do another 9x12 episode. And please remember to like and subscribe to the Very Best Podcast YouTube page. Later.